Jennifer Hamlin, our Development Services Director, along with Justin Beasley, your City Public Information Officer. If you're living under a rock, you don't know that BJ's Wholesale has now taken up residency in the city of Mount Juliet. We have been here a lot, we admit, but we want to do a huge giveaway today presented by BJ's Wholesale and our City Beautiful team. Jennifer, we're going to highlight our City Beautiful team. We don't have them here. They're hard at work. It's hard to get them away from their work.
They've been doing multiple tasks the past few weeks. Actually.
Man, have they not. And reminder for you and me, when we feature them next time, let's pick a warmer day in a summer month and not December.
Because it's freezing today.
It is. But it's quite fitting because we have a huge gift card. Miss Annie Zhang with the Seafood Palace. We see her everywhere. There's like 5 of her floating around in the city. But we know the $500 are going to pull people into this video. BJ's Wholesale is as well. So what more perfect of an opportunity to brag on what I would say is one of the most
important,
most valuable departments in the city of Mount Juliet. And maybe you can discuss a little bit about how they originated. City Manager Kenny Martin is in love with this team, really started this, and it's an idea that sprung from him and has really just a department that's grown and is really valuable, as we've said.
Well, economic development is very important to Kenny, our city manager, and he feels like that's part of economic development, keeping our city clean and presentable for upcoming businesses and our current residents and future residents, because nobody wants to live in a city that's trashed all the time.
Right.
So they spend hours upon hours each and every single day, even on Saturdays, going up and down our right-of-way and picking up trash. And right now they're participating in our census, going door to door. They do anything that's asked of them, and they're just very important to us. It's very important to the community, and it's noticeably important. Like you don't notice trash in the city of Mount Juliet. That's because they've already come behind you and picked it up. So what can we do?
We can brag on them.
We can prevent a lot of this by not throwing trash out the window.
Right. We wish we didn't have a City Beautiful team because nobody would litter, but really they do any and everything.
They do more than just that. That's correct.
To keep the city beautiful. And, you know, a lot of the aspects of what the city has done really in every department has been almost a way of trend setting within the state. So if you start to see City Beautiful teams across the state and other areas, they got the bright idea from the city of Mount Juliet. And really Marty Potts is their leader. He is over them and does a fantastic job. I know that we're very receptive and responsive on the phone calls, but if there's somebody that Kenny Martin calls more than anybody, it's City Beautiful. And Kenny has a great eye at picking up all that stuff. And again, Kenny Martin is our city manager, the leader of that crew along with Marty Potts, but he's almost an honorary member because he walks up and down North Mount Juliet Road every day, picks up trash himself. And that servant leadership has really affected me in my 2 years here and your years here as well. From the top to the bottom, we have great leadership.
I've actually been on the phone with Kenny during his walk. We talk a lot on the walks. He talks to a lot of department heads on the walks.
He does.
And people literally stop by and say, hey, I see you every day stopping and picking up trash. Thank you for doing that. And we do thank Kenny for doing that. Absolutely.
So it's a 6-man team. Marty Potts, John, Scott, Timmy, James, and Josh. So if you see them on a golf cart, and many of the golf carts are sponsored, one of them by U.S. Community Credit Union. They now have a truck that's sponsored. Do you know all the sponsors?
Diane Journell, she sponsored one, and I'm not sure the
Providence
others.
Church, Wilson Bank and Trust. Hopefully I'm not missing
Joy
out.
Church.
Joy Church as well. So really, I mean, an immense satisfaction with what they do, and you can see that with the community really rallying behind them. So again, if you see them out in the city, know that that is the City Beautiful team. And I've got to do a better job at promoting them and making sure people understand what they do and thank them. And I'd be remiss if I didn't thank Mark Hinesley. Every time I'm at a community development meeting, he is bragging on Marty and his team. I actually fed them breakfast not too long ago.
We had lunch with Mark not long ago, and he was bragging on them.
Yep. So, man, City Beautiful, really, that's what makes the city of Mount Juliet different. We always want to be different, always want to have that small town feel. There's nobody better than City Beautiful.
That's right.
And that's why we're doing that big gift card today through BJ's Wholesale. So, Connor Moore, how many do we have as far as households signed up?
7,154.
7,154.
So that's higher than yesterday.
That is. That's
good.
Really good.
Good job, y'all.
I guess we're doing our job, right?
Those are valid. We got more than that.
Oh, wow.
7,154. We're going to give away 2 gift cards.
Two $250 gift cards to BJ's Wholesale.
That's awesome. And from the looks of it, now that from the looks of it, they're doing fantastic at BJ's Wholesale. There is plenty of parking here, despite what you might see on Hip Mount Juliet.
I had no problem today.
Plenty of people can get in and out, get gas. You've been more times than I have.
It's embarrassing how many times I've already been here.
How many times?
A lot. It's terrible. It's like we're addicted to shopping here. We got to stop.
But hey, you can say this about us. We will promote the small businesses here just as much. We'll promote other big wholesales that are coming to town as well. That's what we're here to do. We are here to promote our businesses and keep these dollars in Mount Juliet for people to spend. So, all right, 7,154. Hey, Siri, pick a random number between 1 and 7,154.
It's 2,414.
2,414.
Here's what I found.
Hey, Siri, pick a random number between 1 and 7,154.
That would be 6,362.
Oh, wow. A late submitter.
6,362. So we're going to have Connor Moore look up those names, make sure they live in the city, make sure you haven't filled out your census 1,000 times. But, I mean, we really wouldn't be mad at you if you've done that. That means you're watching our post and you really want to do some giveaways.
We do appreciate that. And I love seeing the number get higher every single time we do one of these lives. And it's such an important part of our city government is for everybody to fill that census form out.
Absolutely. And we've enjoyed it. So BJ's Wholesale, you've been in it an ungodly amount of times. They've not even been open for a week. What do you like in there?
I like everything. I think the biggest part that I like is that you don't have to buy in such bulk as you do in normal wholesale club establishments. So if you don't want to buy like 12 of something, you don't have to here. It's a smaller scale, and I appreciate that.
Yeah. I like your Shop Local gear. I forgot to wear mine today.
Slacking, Beasley.
I mean, I have them all in my car, but this one's like, I thought it's not that cold out here. The wind's not as bad. It's really not that bad.
I'm wearing leggings. I'm wearing leggings. Bad idea today.
It's fine. Hey, we're working hard the last week before Christmas.
We have worked hard.
So give yourself some grace. Doing a good job.
Here comes Rob Ely. He's been out going door to door.
He has. If you could only see him, he loves anytime he can wear the neon to be visible, he loves to do it. But he's a humble guy, so he's really not looking for attention. All right, we got 2 names. You want to do the honors?
Yeah, so 2414 is Gary M, and 6362 is Karen B. So Gary M and Karen B. How can they get these?
$250 a pop. So you're going to want to come to City Hall for that. Actually, the last time we did this video, we were live at Rice's Hams, and somebody was watching. They were. I think that's a first, at least that I know of.
And they were there immediately. They wanted their prize.
Absolutely. We have 40 people on this Facebook Live, so we're not naive to think that the person that wins is actually watching this. But again, encourage people to fill out their census, mjcensus.org. Do you want to tell people why it is so important? We've done a couple of these before. We think we have a higher count than 39,000 where we're north of in 2020. We really need to get everybody counted.
We do. So the city receives about $172 in state shared revenue for each person counted in our city. And that money collected goes to provide all the services that we provide to our citizens: police, fire, EMS, parks, our salaries, and all the services that we provide. Anything related to the city of Mount Juliet that helps pay for.
Keeps the engine going. It keeps it running smoothly like we are working so hard to do here at the city of Mount Juliet. We'll have various different departments between IT, parks, codes, the fire department, knocking on your door, hanging out, putting out door hangers to make sure you're filling out your census.
City Beautiful.
City Beautiful as well. Did I miss out anybody else?
Everybody. It's all hands on deck.
All hands on deck.
Our planning department is cutting the door hangers. I mean, it's like literally every single person in the city has their hand in making this successful. So
do us a favor, just fill it out online. mjcensus.org takes less than 2 minutes to do, and that saves us a trip from going to your house. And really, we're saving tons of money this year by getting so many people to do it online, because that eliminates the footsteps, the time and energy to go to those houses. So if we get an entire apartment complex to fill it out, an entire subdivision to fill out, that's less work on us that we can get back to our normal day-to-day jobs.
We should have a contest to see which apartment complex gets them all filled out first.
I like that. And maybe even between, I think we've
subdivisions.
Yeah, we've even thrown out the idea between fire departments, whichever one gets more people to sign up to have a pizza party for it.
I'm hearing though that City Beautiful and Codes might be the lead on that. So
Oh, really?
maybe we need to have an interdepartmental
I like that.
competition.
And our IT guys, Connor Moore, Rob Ely, they've done a good job. And we're going to have this on our graphics of how much we have of the city we think calculated.
Captured,
So
yeah.
now we have a board in City Hall that has about 50% knocked out because we think we're north of 20,000 people that have signed up. So it's almost going to motivate us in a way as well. This is a pretty cool truck right here.
Oh, it's one of their roaming billboards, mobile billboard.
I need one of those.
We need that for the census.
That's cool. We got some people to talk to.
We
now.
do. Lloyd Lords, if you're watching.
Yeah, we need to get one of those. Buy some ad space. All right, for Connor Moore, Rob Ely, Justin Beasley, and Jennifer Hamlin.
Can I say one thing?
It's floor's yours.
Today's my parents' 50th wedding anniversary.
It is.
So happy anniversary, Mom and Dad.
And your dad has a history in the city of doing.
He served at WEMA for 30 years. So
Awesome.
he was a firefighter here in the city.
And your mom has a history of raising up great women, right?
Very involved in our community. My mom always is. So.
We love them. I love who you love, so that's how that
right.
works.
I love who you
Happy
love.
anniversary. 50 is what?
50, it's their golden.
Golden. Is there? What's 75?
I don't know, but
50.
I mean, that's
50
a lot.
50 is the
a miracle. 75 is a miracle.
75 is a miracle. Top tier. So congratulations to them. Happy marriage there. Congratulations on 50 years. We'll see you later.
See y'all.